Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. We're in a different spot today because we're gonna do something a little different. I want to go through my Goodreads TBR and kind of clear it off for the new year. It's already the 7th, so we're a week into the new year. So I feel like I'm a little late doing this, but I still wanted to do it anyways, and I figured I could have you guys join me while I do that. I saw a couple other YouTubers doing this, and I thought it was just a fun way to like clear off my TBR and kind of get it reset for the new year. I normally do this pretty often actually. So my to be read on Goodreads is actually not that long. And I'm one of those that still loves Goodreads. I've had it for years and years and years, and I don't ever want to change. I've tried Storygraph and Fable and a few other apps, and I just love Goodreads enough to keep it. I don't use half ratings. I don't really review books. It's just kind of like an easy way for me to keep a list of books that I read over the course of a year, and it hasn't changed much, which I actually don't mind as much as most people do. And the app works fine for me. I mean, I know sometimes it has like issues, but it's never that really big of a deal for me. I usually prefer when apps don't change as often. So I don't have any issues with Goodreads. Anyways, so we're just gonna go through my Goodreads to be read shelf and kind of clear it off and see where we're at and see if most of those books on there need to go or not. I kind of want to leave it to hopefully under 25 books or so. I know that's like a little bit, but I don't really add too many books on there because I feel like that's overwhelming, and I just prefer when the list is lower. So we're gonna try and lower it. I think I'm only like at 53 books on there, and I know I added a lot recently when me and my best friend started a spooky book club because I added a bunch of horrors on there. So my goal is to get this list under, I think, 25 books maybe, hopefully. And I know that a few of those are on there because I own them, so I'm gonna keep those on there since I do still plan on reading them since I own them. But other than that, yeah, let's go ahead and start. Okay, so here's my Goodreads. I already set my 2026 goal, which is to read 100 books. I haven't read any so far. I'm working on it. I'm in the middle of like 5 books right now. Okay. So my want to read is at 59 books. And I think I'm going to go from, yeah, it's already set to the oldest on there and work my way down. And then I will just delete them as I go. But I don't think this video is going to be very long because I don't think there's a lot for me to delete. Starting with The Way I Used to Be, I own this book, so I want to read it. But I added it on there since 2016, so I really want to make it a priority to read it this year. Same for I Have No Secrets. I own this. I didn't add it too long ago, but it's still been almost 5 years. Salem's Lot is one of my Stephen King books that I want to read. I read a lot of his books, so that's staying on there, and I think I own 2 copies of it. Never Never by Colleen Hoover. I started this at some point, and then I ended up not finishing. I was really intrigued by it, but I don't know why. I just didn't finish it. So I don't know. I do own a copy, so I think I'm going to leave it on there, actually. I was thinking of taking it off, but yeah. If Only I Had Told Her is the second book to If He Had Been With Me. The first one follows the girl's POV, and this one follows the boy's POV. They're teenagers, so I feel okay calling him a boy. I own the second one, but I feel like I would have to reread the first one in order to read this one again. And I remember the first one made me cry, so. Bride by Ali Hazelwood, I think, is one of the only Ali Hazelwood books that I own that I have not read, if that makes sense. Yeah, I think I've read everything else she's written. You'd Be Home Now. I don't know what this one's about, actually, and I don't own it, so let's see if this still sounds interesting. This is young adult, and I don't read a lot of young adult anymore. So I'm actually going to take this off because it doesn't seem like something that I'd want to read anymore. The Unmaking of June Farrow. I know I added this because of Adrienne Young. I believe she wrote a couple books that I enjoyed, but I don't think I've heard of this one in a while. And it's fantasy. I mean, it's magical realism, which I don't mind, but I don't gravitate towards a lot of fantasy. Let's see. Fantasy Lake. Janet 2. Okay. It has really good ratings, but I don't think I want to read this or keep it on my to be read for now. I own Haunting Adeline, and I really want to read it. It's dark romance, so I'm going to leave that on there. I own Immortal Dark, but I got it as a swap, and I just found out it's like YA, I think. And I mean, okay, so I'm intrigued because it's vampires, but I'm not intrigued because it's young adult, and it's also part of a series that I don't think has been. Oh, it has been. The second one has been published. None of my friends have read it, so, but I do own a copy. I did start listening to the audiobook, and I just was not feeling it. So I'm actually gonna take this off for now. I mean, I still own it, so if I read it, you know, I'll add it back. I can add it back on. Steven, I don't know what this is. I think this is a horror that I added. Yeah. I mean, it still sounds interesting. Let me see. What? Okay. So Melanie is someone that I know. That usually hates things. I mean, she doesn't hate things, but you know. So I'm gonna leave that on there. You Like It Darker. I own this, but I think it's short stories, and I have a lot of his short story books that I need to get to. Yeah, it is short stories. So I'm actually gonna take this off. I know I barely added. I mean, it's been over a year, so take this off. I own it, so I can always add it back on. I really wanted to read The Third Gilmore Girl. Because it sounds really interesting. I'm not as big of a fan of Gilmore Girls as I used to be. After the revival, I wasn't a big fan. And then I got the hold for this one off of Libby, and I was just like, not feeling it. So maybe at another point in life when I'm interested in reading it again, I'll add it back on my shelves, but for now, I don't think so. Okay, So Happy Together. I have no idea what this is. Okay, I think this is like a love triangle. Oh, it's actually a thriller. I don't know. This doesn't sound like something I'm really invested in. I don't know why I added that. I'm sure I saw someone recommend it. Let's see. Chase Lovett Wants Me. I think I do like Helena Hunting. Okay, well, I mean, okay, this might actually be funny. I'm not big on like sports romances, but this one sounds fun. So we're gonna leave it on there. Maybe I'll get to it this year. I didn't add it that long ago, so might like it. We Were Warned. I think this is a Chelsea Ichazo. I don't know. This one doesn't. I don't remember adding this. So I'm gonna take that off. My friend and I were doing like trying to read one nonfiction each month and like one fiction book, which is why I added The Family Next Door. So I'm removing that because I probably won't read it anytime soon. I haven't read a single Abby Jimenez book and I keep saying that I will, and I think I own Part of Your World, but I have no idea where it's at because I haven't seen it in a really long time. So I don't know if I actually own it or I just think I own it. So I'm gonna actually take this off. So I feel like I don't need that on there. Our Infinite Fates, I remember being very intrigued by this. Okay, I do remember this. It's young adult, but I think I still want to keep that on there because it sounds really interesting. Wait, I thought I removed these. Didn't I remove these? Let's refresh that. Okay, they're gone. The Song in the Heart of Stone. This is the third book in the Crowns of Neaxia. I don't think I'm going to read this. I think I'm done with the series. I read the first two. I don't think I'm going to read this anymore. I'm done with that series. When the Wolf Comes Home. This is a horror that I'm really hoping that my book club will choose at some point soon, actually, because there's a tea shop near us that's called like Wolf something, and I think it'd be really cool to go to the tea shop for a book club that that month. So hopefully we'll get this one soon. It has good ratings, so I'm invested. Water Moon. I don't know what this one's about. Water Moon. Let's see. I think me and my friend are planning to buddy read this at some point. Okay, like a Studio Ghibli movie in book form. Okay, we're gonna keep that there. All Good People Here is a book that an old coworker of mine gave me, and same for Wild About You. I still have them, but I have no intention of reading them anytime soon. So I'm gonna take those off. Vampires of El Norte is also a book I have for my horror book club. Like, it's on my list. Done and Dusted. I recently picked up from like a book cart swap, so it's on my shelf. I just don't know if I'm gonna get to it anytime soon. Hopefully I will. Everything That Makes You has been on my shelves for like a million years, and then I think I took it off, but I still own it, so I probably added it back on. Spoiler alert. Oh, this one doesn't have great ratings, but I own it. I'm gonna leave that on there. Someone You Can Build a Nest With, we're gonna leave on because I own it. I recently bought it. Well, maybe not that recently, but I still want to leave it on there. Bury Our Bones in the Midnight Soil is a book I really want to get to soon. Totally and Completely Fine. I soft DNF this. I was starting it. I wasn't completely invested, but I didn't hate it. But I did get a free copy from my this walking book club I was a part of last year. So it's on my shelf, so I might leave it there. 80s Ghosts. I don't know what this is from. Do I own this book? Okay, I don't need this on my shelf. I don't know where this is from or why. The Dead Husband Cookbook I recently bought a copy of, and I'm really interested in getting to that. The Compound I've wanted to read for a while, and I just can't get the audiobook, and I don't want to buy a physical book because it doesn't have the best ratings. So I don't know. We'll see. Midnight on Beacon Street, I have. Oh my god, this reading is terrible. It's really short though, so, and it's also part of my spooky book club, like the spinny wheel that we have. All That Is Wicked is also on there, but I think this is a nonfiction. So I have a feeling that, like, you can see, like, these all were added around the same time, which is when I started my spooky book club. This is a nonfiction, and I have a feeling that when this one gets picked, we're all kind of like gonna vote not to read it. So I'm gonna take it off. Actually, I don't read a lot of nonfiction, It's just not my thing. Every once in a while is okay, but not usually. Julia sounds really good, I think. And it's also part of my spooky book club's TBR. So as the Devil Takes You Home. I don't. All We Lost Was Everything. This one, I'm not sure where this. Oh, romance thriller. It sounds good. I'm not sure. Meat Bees. I've heard about a couple times. I don't think this is out yet. Yeah, it's not out till August, so we can leave that on there actually. Rose and Chains, I own a copy of, so we're gonna leave that there. The Sundown Motel, I think I also own a copy of. I could be wrong though. I don't think I own this. The Sundown Motel. It's 4 stars. Okay, I think I'm gonna take this one off. I don't think I own it. And I don't think it's something that I'll be reading anytime soon. Oh, we're almost at the end, so we're making good progress. The Fairweather Friend, I plan to read this month. I'm not sure if it's out yet though, but I think it comes out this month. Yes, it comes out the 20th of January. I plan on reading that because it's a buddy read for one of my buddy reads with my friend. In the Veins of the Drowning, I think is also one of our buddy reads. See, I added these all on the same day, so I'm pretty sure because when me and her were talking about like the books we want to add to our list, and these are probably some that she mentioned. So In the Veins of the Drowning, so I don't know if I should leave these on there or take them off because I can't remember 100%. I guess I could ask her. See, she has it shelved, so I'm pretty sure we added those on there together. I'm gonna leave those 3 there, these 3, and then The Familiar, I just bought a recent copy. This was our buddy read for December, which I haven't gotten to. Amity? I don't know if me and her added this one or where that one came from. It doesn't sound familiar at all. So I'm actually going to take that off because I don't know when that came onto my shelf. Same for No One Aboard. This one doesn't sound familiar at all either. Where? I don't know where I add these books from sometimes. Sometimes I feel like I accidentally add books. Honestly, I don't know. Red Rising. I know my husband mentioned to me that he wants to read this series this year. I've never been interested in it. But again, I don't know if this is a buddy read book. So I'm actually going to take this off. And A Bad Place does not sound familiar either. And I added all these at the same time. So I feel like I added these for buddy reads or something. And I just don't remember. But I feel like I don't need them on my shelf. Because when I get to them, I'll read them with, whoever. Okay, so I narrowed my list down to 40, which is not bad. I really want to take more books off. I just don't know what to take off. Should I take off all the ones I own? Since I'm planning to get to those anyways? Or should I just leave them on there and just... I don't know. I kind of want to delete them. Oh, wait. A few more appeared right here. These weren't there. See, I know Goodreads glitches, but I don't care. Tantrum, I think, is a short story. But it's also part of my Oh, it's not a short story. 192 pages. I mean, it's kind of short, but not really. It's part of my book club, spooky book clubs. Like these, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 are all part of spooky book club. Yeah, I think we're at 40, which isn't a bad number. I know I said I wanted to be 25, but 40 is not bad. I mean, if I want to read 100 books and I read all of these, I still have room for 60 more books that aren't on here. So I think I'm good with this, actually. I think I'm pretty happy with how this list is. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it like this and you know, be happy with how much we narrowed it down. If you guys want to follow me on Goodreads, I'm always there. This is my little link thing. Oh my god, I'm already 1 book behind schedule. Okay, time to go read. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's a little different, but I will see you guys in my next one.